yet we still conform to the world. Romans 12:2 says, "Do not conform any longer to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." We are living in a world full of sin, and it is really easy to get caught up in. But Jesus wasn't sent here for us to be like the world. He was sent so that we would be different and be like him. Jesus wasn't anything like the world. He was the complete opposite. He did things that most of us in this room would be embarrassed to do. He stood out in crowds. When people saw him, they knew just by his appearance that there was something special in him. What if people looked at us and saw that we weren't like other people? What if they looked at us and knew we were Christians? And not just by our Christian t-shirts, but by our lifestyle, by the things we choose to do in comparison of the things we could be doing, and by the way we talk. Point 1. Do not conform to the way you talk. Words hurt way more than actions do. And if you aren't careful, those words can seriously hurt someone. Ephesians 4:29 says, "Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouth, but only what is helpful for building others up according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen." Have an unconditional love. Jesus loves everyone. No matter how many times we sin in a day, he still loves us. Point 2. Do not conform in love. Don't love just because it's easy. Love the ones who are hard to love, and not just the ones who want it. Romans 5:8 says, "But God demonstrates his love for us in this: while we were still sinners, Christ died for us." Jesus wasn't afraid to tell people about God. He wasn't worried about what everyone would think, because he knew that when he was finished, God would be glorified, and that's all that matters. Jesus wasn't glorified on earth. In fact, he was mocked every day, called a blasphemer, and was crucified. But he kept in mind that earth wasn't his home, and there was really only one reason why he was here. And that was to live his life as a living sacrifice to God, and to save us from the world, and from our sins. I wanted to tell a story about me. I was born with a cleft lip and a cleft palate. The doctor told my parents that I would never be able to speak or sing correctly. I'd always have this thing called a hair lip. I don't know if you've heard of it. But I would never be able to talk correctly. But God healed me from that. And he gave me the gift of being able to speak. So I'm going to use that gift to glorify him. Because I won't get any glory out. I mean, I might, but none of the glory on this earth compares to anything that I'll get in heaven. God has given each and every one of us a task. And if we live like Jesus and not be afraid of what the world thinks, we can finish it and be blessed by his grace. Point 3. Stand out. Be different. Be like Jesus. 1 Peter 4:10-11 says, "Each of you should use whatever gifts you have received as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms. If anyone speaks, they should do so as the one who speaks the very words of God. And if anyone serves, they should do so with the strength God provides, so that in all things God may be glorified through Jesus Christ."
Amen.
To him be the glory and the power forever and ever. If it only takes one person to step out and share God's love with someone, and the difference between a life with God and a life without, then what are we doing? Are we too caught up in the world to see that the people in it are hurting? Are we so caught up that we don't think twice about our actions? Or are we going to stand out and be like Jesus, because the only reason we're here is to finish the task the Lord has given us, despite what everyone else thinks? However, I consider my life worth nothing to me. My only aim is to finish the race and complete the task the Lord has given me, the task of testifying to the good news of God's grace. So be that one person and step out and share God's love with someone. Who knows? It could change their life and yours.
Yeah.